I'm so sorry, Mrs. Nakamura. I promised I'd be there on time. Leilani Koa's voice trembled as she stood at the empty bus stop, phone pressed to her ear. The elderly patient she cared for had needed her. A fall, confusion, fear. And Leilani couldn't leave until the woman's daughter arrived. Now the last bus to her neighborhood was gone, and the 24-year-old nurse's aide faced a 3-hour walk home in darkness. She wiped her eyes, embarrassed by her own tears. Life in Honolulu wasn't supposed to be this hard. Her parents had immigrated from the Philippines with dreams of paradise, working double shifts at hotels and restaurants to raise 3 daughters. When her father died of a heart attack 5 years ago, stressed, overworked, uninsured, Leilani dropped out of nursing school to support her mother and younger sisters. She took the certified nurse's aide job, riding buses across the city, caring for elderly patients with a gentleness her mother said she'd inherited from her father. "Miss, you okay?" Leilani turned. A man stood beside a rental car, concern etched on his face. He was tall, mid-30s, dressed casually but expensively. His Texas drawl was unmistakable. "I'm fine," she said quickly, wiping her cheeks. "Just missed my bus." "It's getting dark. Can I give you a ride somewhere?" Every instinct told her to refuse, but something in his eyes, a kindness that reminded her of her father, made her pause. "I don't want to be trouble." "No trouble at all. I'm Wade Harrison, just in town for a conference. Honestly, I could use the company." He smiled gently. "My mama would have my hide if I left someone stranded." Leilani hesitated, then nodded. "Leilani, I live in Kalihi. It's pretty far." "Then let's get going." During the drive, Wade asked about her day, and Leilani found herself talking. She told him about Mrs. Nakamura, who had Alzheimer's and sometimes mistook Leilani for her own daughter. About how the woman's family rarely visited, how loneliness was the hardest part of aging. Wade listened with an intensity that surprised her. "You really care about these people." "They remind me of my dad," Leilani admitted softly. "He worked so hard. Nobody took care of him. I wish someone had." Wade was quiet for a moment. "My father died when I was 16, heart disease. He built an oil business from nothing, provided for everyone in our small Texas town. Loans he never collected, jobs he created, but he never took care of himself. I inherited everything, the money, the business, the responsibility. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be proud of who I became." Leilani looked at him, seeing past the expensive watch. "What do you mean?" "I've spent 15 years growing the company, making deals, accumulating wealth, but I'm 33 and I don't know anyone who sees past the money. My last relationship ended when I realized she loved my bank account more than me. I came to Hawaii alone because I couldn't stand another charity gala where everyone wants something." His honesty stunned her. "That sounds lonely." "It is." He glanced at her. "But you give everything to people who can't give you anything back. That's real wealth." Leilani's throat tightened. "I don't feel wealthy. I feel like I'm drowning. My mom works 2 jobs. My sisters need college funds. I dream of finishing nursing school, but every month something happens. Bills, emergencies. I'm 24 and I feel stuck." "You're not stuck. You're sacrificing. There's a difference." When they reached her small apartment building, Leilani felt an unexpected reluctance to leave. "Thank you, truly. You didn't have to do this." "Can I see you again?" Wade asked. "Maybe tomorrow? Just coffee. I'd like to hear more about your world." Leilani smiled despite herself. "Why would a Texas millionaire want coffee with someone like me?" "Because in one car ride, you've reminded me what matters. That's rare." Over the next 2 weeks, Wade kept extending his business trip. They met for early morning walks on Waikiki Beach before Leilani's shifts. He asked about her patients, her sister's dreams, her mother's struggles. Wade listened about his late father's generosity, how Wade had established a foundation but felt disconnected from it, how wealth had isolated him from genuine human connection. "Back home," Wade confessed one evening as they watched the sunset, "people see my money first. You see me. I didn't know how much I needed that." Leilani's heart ached. "I see someone who's as lost as I am, just in a different way. Maybe we can help each other find the way back." But reality intruded. Wade's business partner called, urgent matters in Dallas. His departure was scheduled. The night before he left, Wade took Leilani to a quiet beach. "I don't want to leave. These 2 weeks, I've felt more alive than I have in years." "You have a life in Texas," Leilani said, though her voice cracked. "I have responsibilities here. It was beautiful, but it's not real." "It's the most real thing I've ever experienced." Wade took her hands. "I don't ask you to abandon your family, but I want to help. Let me fund your nursing school. Let me make sure your mother doesn't have to work herself to death like our fathers did." Leilani pulled away, tears streaming. "I can't let you do that. I won't be someone you rescue with money." "That's not what this is it?" she said bitterly. "You feel guilty about your wealth. I need help. It's too convenient. I won't be your charity project, Wade. I deserve more than pity." Wade's face crumbled. "You think this is pity? Leilani, I'm falling in love with you." The words hung between them, raw and terrifying. "I'm falling for you too," she whispered. "But I need to earn my own way. My father taught me that. If this is real, if we're real, then it has to be built on more than you solving my problems." Wade nodded slowly, understanding. "Then what do we do?" "You go back to Texas, I stay here, and if this means what we think it means, we'll find a way that honors both our lives." 6 months later, Leilani stood at a different bus stop, but this time she wasn't rushing. She'd enrolled in nursing school part-time, working with a program that offered scholarships to caregivers. Her mother had found a better job through connections Leilani's supervisor made. Progress was slow, but it was hers. Her phone buzzed. Wade. They'd talked every day since he left, building something deeper than that first connection, a foundation of respect, patience, understanding. "I'm coming back to Hawaii next month. My foundation is open in a hospice care center in Honolulu. We need a director of patient care. Interested?" Leilani laughed, tears in her eyes. "You're impossible." "I'm patient," Wade corrected. "You said we'd find a way. This is me meeting you halfway. The job's real, competitive salary, and it'll help you finish school. No shortcuts, just possibility." Leilani looked at the bus approaching, then at the horizon where the sun painted the sky gold. "Yeah," she said softly. "I'm interested." "Good, because I missed my bus too, Leilani. Until I met you, I didn't even know where I was trying to go." She smiled, remembering that first night, two strangers, both lost, finding direction in each other's kindness. Sometimes the best journeys start when you miss the one you planned.